Hi, this screencast is to teach you how to create an event on Facebook. So just the basics really quick. When you log on to Facebook, what you see is called your news feed. So everything that you see going down, that is what all your friends are posting that day. So that's called your news feed. Your profile is when you click on your name. So you can do that either here or right here on the left-hand side. When you click there, that is your profile, and that is your personal information. That is everything that you have posted on Facebook. So sometimes your friends will go to your personal page to see your things, or you can go yourself, and that's where you have your timeline and your friends list and all your pictures and all of your personal things and everything that you've been posting. And I just wanted to differentiate that for you. I'm going to go back to home. Home is what comes up, like I said, when you log on to Facebook on your phone or on your computer. It's your news feed where all your friends' pictures and statuses are being posted. Over here on the left-hand side where you see events, that is where you will click to create an event. And this is to create an event for a Facebook show or for a home show or even non-premiere related. You want to invite someone to a happy hour or to your birthday party. You can do exactly what I'm going to show you how to do now. And it's definitely the way to go. I used to use Evite. It used to be this invitation email system that you could use to invite people to events. But now I do all of my events on Facebook, personal and business. Okay, so just to teach you this page, this shows like my upcoming events that I've been invited to or that I've said that I was going to. Here's some Facebook parties that I'm hosting. That's right there as soon as you click. Calendar just shows you in calendar view all the events, and you can go back and you can go forward as well. Okay. Past events, I'd like to show you this because people think their events just disappear, and they don't. The past events are always there, always. I can find an event from January and click into it and continue posting, and people will continue getting the notifications and seeing it. So it's a very good way of keeping in touch with a group of ladies from a specific party. If they were a party you had in January, you can absolutely go in there today and post something about a new catalog that came out or a new special that came out. And that's a way of keeping in touch with your past parties. So that's another reason why I love Facebook events, because it gives you that option and it's super easy to do. So if I were to do that, I'd go to calendar, let's say, and I would go back. I can go into the calendar or I can go into past. But if I were to go into calendar, it's probably easier because if I know what month it is, I can just go back, and let's say I wanted to go to a June party. I would click on it. It would show me the party and I could start posting again. Okay, so let's go to what this screencast is about, and that is creating a new party. You can press create right here or right here. Okay, it doesn't really matter where. So just press create, and all of a sudden this will come up. Now, create private event, that's already the standard. If I click on that, I can make it public. You never, ever want to make it public. It'll go on your news feed and all of your friends' news feeds, and that's just not the way to do an event. You want to keep it private, and you want only the people invited to see what you're posting. If not, it can get very annoying. So just leave it alone. I actually didn't even realize that was there until today when I'm doing the screencast. So that is where that is. Leave that alone. The name is something spectacular. It needs to be interesting because that's what's going to pop up on everyone's notification and screen. So for me, I normally just do Jennifer's Jammies and Jewelry. Or you can come up with something else that's a little more clever. For details, I usually have something that I use for every show, so I already have that ready to go. I'm going to paste it right in there. And actually, that's not it, because I have something else ready to paste. So let me just go get it really quick. Let me see. How about you disregard everything I'm doing right now? I wanted to have it ready, and I forgot that I had copy pasted someone else. So I'm going to go into someone else's event and just kind of copy this really quick. Okay, I think that worked. Let me get out of there. Okay, so let's start from scratch. I create the event. This pops up. I keep this private. I name it. And then under details, there it is. I want to paste my already, thought out verbiage that I'm going to use all the time. And this one is specifically for my Facebook shows. This is my verbiage that I use. I kind of explain what's happening. If it's a home show, you want to explain to wear a solid color and bring a friend. You want to see how much fun it is and all that good stuff. So I want to let them know to RSVP right away because there's a raffle for that. If it's a Facebook show under where, I'm going to put on Facebook. If it's an actual address, then you would put in the actual address, okay? And kind of disregard the things that pop up. Just kind of click off and it'll go away. So I want to make sure that people know it's on Facebook because a lot of times they don't realize that and they think it's at a place. So when they see the date and time, they'll say they can't go thinking that they have to show up and it's on Facebook. So that's why for Facebook shows, you want to be very clear. For a home show, you'd put the address of the home. When is always going to be the date that you are doing it. So you always want to make sure you change that because it's default, the date that you're sitting at the computer. And then you want to put the time of the show. And it asks you 8:30 a.m. or p.m. You can change that if you need to. And I never want guests to be able to invite their friends because I want them to have their own party. So if I give them that option, it kind of solidifies the fact that they won't host a show for me because they've already invited their friends into this show. So I unclick that. That's it. You've pretty much already created your event. Now you press create and this next page will pop up and this is the actual event. So right away, see how this is blank and boring? You need to add a photo immediately. So go ahead and add a photo. I have one that I upload from my desktop. I have a lot of folders. Where's my Facebook folder? I think I'm going too fast. There it is. Okay, so I click on my folder. I have a folder ready to go that's called the event folder, and I pick my cover photo. And there it is. And you can like move it around. This one's already made as a cover, so it's the exact size. And then you want to press save changes, because if you don't do that, it will not save. There, it's done. Now you're ready to invite people, and you can invite people right here, or you're ready to add your hostess. But actually, before I do that, I don't want them to just click in here and there be nothing. I don't want this to be the only thing they read. I want there to be my website and an explanation of what a Facebook show is. So let me just grab this that I had ready to copy paste. So I always copy paste this. I let them know, okay, so you've been invited. Now you're probably wondering, how does an online party work? It's a fun, fast way to participate from wherever you are, blah, blah, blah. So I tell them all that, and I invite them right away to like my fan page. Now, I copy pasted this from another event, so this here would have been active. They could have just clicked on these words right here. This word right here, and it would have taken them to my page. But since I copy pasted, that kind of disappears. So I delete that, and the way to make a link active is you do the @ symbol, and then you start typing the name of your business page or your group. I do have a group, but I also have a business page. The first thing I do is I want them to like my page. After the show, then I invite them to my private group. It just seems a little more exclusive at that point. So there you see I started typing the name of my page, and there it is. It popped up. So I'm going to click on that. And now once I post this, you'll notice that these words are blue, and they can actually click or hover over it and like my page right from here. And I always add a photo. I never post something without a photo, because it's just words. I want them to have something to see. So I have a little graphic that I use that also explains a Facebook show that's really cute. So I use that. Whatever you're posting, if this is for a home show and you're going to post something else, just make sure you have an accompanying graphic. All right, so this is ready. I'm going to post it. No one's seeing anything right now, just me. So that's going to be there, ready to go. And now you see how this is blue, and there's my page. It pops up. They can like it right from here, or they can actually click on it and it'll take them to my page. Okay, so that's a really good thing to know. I also like to post my website. So I always say something like, can't wait until the show. Preview my catalog, or preview the catalog on my website. And then I start writing the link to my website, and you'll see what happens. And it's not happening. So you know what? Let me see what should have happened right now, and I'm glad this didn't happen so I can teach you how to make it happen. That should have populated my website, and it didn't. So I want to make sure that it does, because if not, it's going to just pop up just like that when I press post, and I'm going to do it just to show you. You see how that looks? That's not cute. You don't want that to happen. So I'm going to go here. I'm actually very glad this happens. And you see this little arrow? You click on that and you press delete post. And I'm going to delete that because I didn't have it. I'm going to refresh my page. If the link doesn't populate, go ahead and refresh your page. And now it should work. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to post it again. It's still not happening. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So when I put the www, you see how now my website is there. So that's an important little thing to know. See, before that didn't have to happen, but I guess I need to do the www now. All right, so once you do that, now I can press post, and my beautiful website is there. So now there's something for them to see and want to click on, okay? I usually do these two posts. If you have maybe another one you want to do, a video or something, go ahead and do it. But see, now it's pretty. Now when they get invited and they click into your event, they have this graphic to see, they have the details, they have a little bit more info, and then they have some visuals, like your catalog. Okay, people want to see the catalog beforehand, and then obviously an explanation, like, all right, you've been invited, now you're wondering how this works, I'm going to tell you how it works, okay? So I absolutely recommend you make the event. Do not put this in the hands of your hostess. This is your business. This is you want to have a little bit more control over how pretty this here looks and your posts, okay? So, and plus, you don't want to burden the hostess with anything other than having fun and inviting her guests, because she's going to have work to do on her end. So I suggest you create the event. Now that I created it, I can press edit. And it brings me back to that same box that you had open originally when you first decided to create this event. You see it? But you see how my name is here and it says host, just my name? Click there and you're going to add your hostess name. Now I'm going to add an old profile that I have just because I want to be able to show you. But you see, once I start typing the name of my hostess, it pops up. So I'm going to click on it. And now she is also a hostess, and she has just as much editing power in the event as you do, except that you're sending it to her when it's already done. Okay? Then you press save. And taking a moment. There. Now you see that one person has been invited, your hostess, okay? Once she receives the notification and says, yes, she's going, then you'll see that two people are going, you and then your hostess, okay? Now it's time to direct her on how to invite people. Now, I actually have a video on this, and you're more than welcome to use it because it's not as simple. And some people need you to show them how to do it. So I'm going to show you in this video just so you have a little bit of understanding. But it's very important that when you go to invite, this pops up. Now, it is already on suggested friends. These are not all my friends. These are only the suggested friends. So, and you won't even notice that unless I told you, because there's a lot of suggested friends. So you'll go down this list and you'll think, oh, that's all my friends. Well, it's not. You have to tell your hostess. You must tell your hostess to click here on all friends. When you click on all friends, you see that now it says 480. Whereas before it only said $2.99. I want to see all of my friends, okay? And it puts them in alphabetical order, and they can go down and they can start clicking right here on all the people they want to invite, and you see that it starts showing up here on the side. Now, I'm actually going to X this out because I don't want to show them this. This is just a little mock that I'm doing, but it's very important that you know this little tip, okay? Because by default, it's going to only show you suggested friends, okay? So once you've clicked on those friends, okay, and you scroll down, as soon as you press send invites, it will send this event to them, okay? So I'm actually not going to do that because I don't want that to show up. But if I would have done it, you would have noticed that the invited number would have gone up to, 100 or 50 or whatever, however many people I invited. Now, you're not done yet. There is a new feature in events that's actually our best friend, and that is this feature right here, message guests. Now, when you click on that, this little box comes up, and obviously nobody says they're going yet because I'm doing this as a mock, and there's nobody under maybe yet, and then there's only, my other profile that I invited. But let's make believe that all the people you invited are here. They would just be listed right here, okay? You would literally go down and click on all those people. You would just keep clicking, click, 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 click on all the people, and then you see here it says send a message to guests. You would be able to send a message right here, and your message needs to be, and I actually give the message to my hostess. I send it to her as a message, and I tell her, here, after you do this, this is the message I want you to send. And it'll be like, hello, did you see the invitation I sent you? That's how I start, because if you just send this invitation to 100 people, how many times has that happened to you and you pretty much ignore it? Because you want to be personally invited. So if not, it just seems like a big old mass invitation. So make sure that you tell this to your hostess, or you're not going to have a good turnout. Trust me on this. I've been doing this for 9 months now, solely on Facebook with the events, and I've learned that lesson. Okay, so you want to do that. Hey, did you see the invitation I sent you? I'm having a premiere designs jewelry show, or girls' night, whatever you want to say, and I'd love for you to come. Now, this little message here can't be too personal, like, hey, how are the kids? Because remember, you've just clicked on every single person. So it needs to be a little general, but at least it seems a little more personal than just receiving a notification that you've been invited. And just so you know, a lot of people have those notifications off. So if your hostess's guests are one of those people, they're never even going to know they were invited. Okay, so this is very important. You do not want to click this here, send as group message. You do not want to click that, because you want this being sent individually. So when I press send, making believe that a whole bunch of people were invited, when you press send, it will send it as an individual message, okay? So like if you went to your messages, you would see every single person individually going down this list, okay? And that's a good thing. So every single person got that message. Now, if you want to go back into a few and make it a little bit more personal, like after you send that mass one, and then go back and say, well, you know what? I know that she just had a birthday, so you want to add that. I hope you had a great birthday or something. You can do that, and then it's even more personal, and then that person's going to want to talk back, okay? And if you notice, actually, this is a good thing to show you, the message that you send to the person, you notice that all I wrote was, hey, just wanted to let you know that I invited you to my jewelry show. Did you see the invitation? And I would have written more like, I'd really love for you to come. It's just on Facebook. It's fun. You don't have to buy anything. I always like mentioning all that. But you see how the link is there? It's already there. The person can click join right from their message. Super important, very good feature to have, okay? I think that about wraps it up. At this point, I let, quite a few people RSVP, and once I see, like 15 or so people RSVP, then I'll post again, like a welcome message. And like I said, I always post with a picture, and I'll post something to the effect of, hey, this is Jennifer the Jewelry Girl. I just wanted to welcome you all to the event. We're going to have a lot of fun, blah, 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 blah. And I usually post once a day leading up to the party. So for a Facebook show, I usually do the event 5 days before. So for 5 days, I'm posting once a day. And it's not salesy at all. It's like a fashion quote, or it'll be like the chalk tip, or it'll be the, the neckline tip, something informational, something that makes them want to come, not like, too salesy either. Okay. You want to get them to start talking back. You can even ask them, hey, what's for dinner tonight? It doesn't have to even be jewelry related. All right. So that's how you create the event. Let's get out of here. Let's just go back to my home page. And then you're probably wondering, like, let's say you log out and you're like, oh my God, where did my event go? Remember, once you log on to Facebook, you're automatically in your feed. If you're on the computer, you'll have this here on the side. You click on events. And I forgot what date I put. I think I put the 21st. There it is. So there it is. There it is. And I can click on it and go right back into it. Or, let me get out of it. Another way to do it, you see the search bar right here? I know what I named it. I named it Jennifer's Jammies. There it is. See, I started typing, and there I can see, I didn't do a Jamberry. That must be somebody else, but there it is. There's the one I created, and I can get to it from there as well. Okay, so that is how to create an event. It's pretty easy. And once you get a hang of it, you'll have like just how I have my copy paste, and everything is just ready to go. And again, you can use this same exact event either for a home show or a Facebook show. If I'm having a home show, I always do an event as well, and I treat it just like I would a Facebook show, meaning that I post, because even for a home show, I want to get them excited, and I want them to want to come, and I want them to kind of get a feel for what they're getting. All right, good night.